Hi everyone, my name is Silence and I'm the Children's Librarian at the Orlando Public Library. Right now, we're all staying home to keep everyone safe and healthy, but staying at home and not going outside can be, well, a little bit boring, but it doesn't have to be boring. I thought that today would be a great time to show you one of my favorite things to do to encourage reading. We like to call it dramatic play, but basically what it is using your imagination to turn the ordinary into extraordinary. Oftentimes we do this with puppet shows or storytelling. Really, the world is your creative oyster. So, since I'm at home today, I made a little backdrop out of some construction paper. I have a little boat that I made for story time, and I'm gonna share with you my favorite puppet story to help you guys become inspired to see what you can create at home. So, the very first thing we have to do to get into our story is turn on your imagination. Is it on? Good. The second thing is look at this beautiful boat. It's yellow and sunny, and I love to cruise the high seas with it. But cruising around is usually better with a friend. And my favorite friend to sail with, well, he's a pirate, and his name is Skip. Arr, it's true. And Skip is my first mate, but most of the time he likes to stay and work in the hull. So see you later, Skip. Down he goes. Now before we can set off on our voyage, well, what do you have to put on so you're safe on a boat? Now if you said a life jacket, you got it. And it's a good thing you said that too, because I just so happen to have one right here. So I'm gonna put on my life vest and I'm gonna click it into place so I'm nice and safe. Because what do they say? Safety first, right? Nice and snug. Now that I've got that done, safety first, but my personal favorite is fashion second. Now, you can't be a pirate captain without a hat, right? So I think we're looking safe, looking good, we're ready to start cruising. But how will we get around? What do you usually use to cruise around in your boat? You're right, a paddle. Just so happens I have one here, but it's a pretty big boat. We're gonna need a bigger paddle. So there I was, cruising along in my yellow boat with my one skip and my ship, singing my favorite song. You might know this one. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Wah! Now, I didn't see a crocodile, but I did see something on the shore. It had whiskers. It was small and brown, like see a lot of cheese. Yeah, you're right. It was indeed a teeny tiny little mouse. He swam all the way to the boat, and I picked him up because he looked like he needed some help. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he said, "Is there room for me?" Well, Mr. Mouse, I don't know. This is kind of a one, one me, one skip ship. There's really only room for two, but he was so small and so cute. I let him stay. Now I cruised along a little more. Row, row, row your boat gently down the... Did you hear that? It's true. It wasn't long before I heard a quack, quack, quack. Now who goes quack, quack, quack? Yeah, he was white. He had a little ducktail. Woo. It's true, because he was indeed a beautiful white duck, and he was just struggling to swim, so I scooped him up. He looked at me, and I looked at him, and he said, "Is there room for me?" Well, Mr. Duck, I don't know. Right now we've got a one skip, one mouse ship. There really isn't room for one more, but he seemed like he needed help, so I let him go down into the hull too. And we cruised along. Now it wasn't long until I saw someone else waddle up to the boat. He was gray and white and really fluffy and really cute and seemed like he needed a hand, so I scooped him up and who is he? It's a penguin. He waddled right into my face and said, "Meh, meh, meh, meh. Is there room for me?" Well, I don't know, Mr. Penguin. We got a lot going on right now. I mean, this is really just a one skip, one mouse, one duck, one me ship. But he was fluffy and cute. Could you say no to a baby penguin? I couldn't. So down he went. And we cruised along. The boat's getting really full now. I'm not sure we could handle another passenger, but then I heard it. A growl. It said, "Rrr." There was a huff and a puff, and before I knew it, there was a very large wolf. Now, I I don't know about you, but I'm not going to argue with the wolf. No siree. So I just said, whatever you need, Mr. Wolf. And I let him go down into the hole too. So things were very full in this ship. I mean, we've got a 1 wolf, 1 penguin, 1 duck, 1 mouse, 1 skip, and me ship. It was maximum capacity. But guess what? 1 more swam up to the ship. He was blue and shiny and huge. He was a big fish. That fish looked at me. And I looked at him and I said, don't do it. Don't do it. But that fish didn't listen and he jumped right into my boat. And when he did, it was too much. Everyone got splashed right out. And so then, after all of that, it was just me and Skip in the ship. And so we grabbed our paddle and we headed on home. The end. I hope you liked this puppet show, and I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure that you try to be as creative as you can at home to break up your day. Maybe you make up stories about what's going on outside your window. What are the birds talking about? What is the sun and the clouds thinking? It can really be anything. And of course, if you need any help at all, please feel free to visit ocls.info or call us at 407-835-7323. Thanks!